Hello, 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 love wrestling. It's Thursday night. It's 8 p.m. And you know what that means. It's another new episode of Between Two Beards.
Can we start off with the biggest news of the week? The Rats lost!
If you've got the budget, I've got the time.
There he is.
Hey, boss!
There's the boss.
Hey!
The man with the finest beard on this screen.
Canadian men, boys, shut the hell up. Let me talk.
You see, the Rads are resourceful. When I got beef with somebody, I can find a way to talk to them.
And listen between two beers.
Hello, 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 everyone. It is 8 p.m. It is Thursday night. It's a big one tonight.
I'm so excited.
It's a big one tonight. We got a big guest. MLW's Alex Kane is here. We're going to be bringing him on just
soon to
momentarily.
be MLW heavyweight champion of the world.
I expect that to happen.
I'm just glad Rich King ain't here because you know what? I'm still butthurt about last week.
Yeah,
my Rockets rule. Don't you ever disrespect?
Well, your Rockets have an early pick tonight, so that's what's going to happen.
They'll be picking in like 20 minutes. It's going to be great.
Sierra is here already in the chat saying hello. Good to see you. So let's get some business out of the way right at the top because we do have the hard hour tonight.
And we want to.
There is Quizplex
stuff to talk about.
Yes,
today.
there is Quizplex happening at 9:00 right after us. So we do have the hard hour. So let's get some business out of the way, and then we will bring on Alex Kane and have ourselves a good time. So I want to talk to you guys. Actually, hold on. Wait a minute.
You look like me on Saturday.
Talk about RK Athletics for a second.
Well, you know, RK Athletics one, Rich King. He's a guy. He's a dude, but he's a fantastic personal trainer. If you're looking to get in shape this summer, hit up RK Athletics one. He can get you on meal plans. He can get you on a workout program if you want to get ripped like he is, or just lose a little of those unsightly pounds. He's got your back. Trust me when I tell you, I may not enjoy him on his weekly ambush of the show, but I love what he does with the training regimens. He's always posting really fun stuff on the social media as well. So follow that. Go follow RK Athletics. All right, go ahead.
I can't go ahead. It's not popping up.
Okay.
It's all right. It's fair.
We can do it in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll do it in a little bit. Let's just bring on.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, I'm ready. I want to dive right in. I'm having a good time.
And by the way, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. If you want to make sure, if you have a question for Alex Kane and you want to make sure it gets read, throw a super chat our way. You know how we do.
Super chats guaranteed to be read on the air. So yes, if you do have a question for Alex Kane and you want him to answer it, throw a super chat down. But let's bring him on. Here he is, the suplex assassin himself, Alex.
You see how I got capped in the Boomerang Fight Club down there?
I did.
That's right.
I did like
Boomerang is for everyone.
I did like that.
Everyone's for the people.
Thank you for being here.
For the people.
Thank you for being here. This is very, very cool for
us.
That
background is sharp.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thank you.
That's a nice looking
about
background.
it off air. I had to compliment you on that. We've come a long way, Alex. How are you? How are you doing first and foremost before we dive into some of this stuff?
I'm good. I'm a little heated. heated.
Do we want to do that now? Do we want to talk about it now?
You want to do that at the top?
Let's do that now. So let's set the table for everybody. I'll let you say what you need to say. But I wanted to talk about, you came on as a draftee, MLW, your career, your upcoming title match. But some shit went down on Twitter this week, where we had superstar Shane Hawk of IWS basically saying that Canadian professional wrestling would dog walk any United States independent that came up against them. You took exception to that. You guys were back and forth. So what's up with that? What's going on here? Where are we at?
Look, everybody is always talking about who got the best professional wrestlers, who got the best this, that, and that. But who's talking about money? Are you talking about money or no? You just flapping your gums. You holding up egos. Like, okay, you got your little AEW background picture and you think you're a superstar, but I've never heard of you. You heard of me, I know you have, and if you haven't heard of me, you ain't paying attention. But I can agree with that. If Superstar, if he want to get in the ring and get to business, we can do that. But the money got to be right. I ain't coming in for no $50. I ain't coming in for no $100. None of that. Money got to be right.
Now is that $50 Canadian, or would that need to be US dollars?
$50 Canadian, $50 USD.
It don't matter.
As long as
don't matter.
It don't matter. If he ain't talking money, I don't want to hear nothing out of his mouth ever again.
All right.
Yeah, this thing got so big. Like, he had the interview with Fightful, our friends over at Fightful.
Like, why they interviewing him? Who is he? He is not him. Who is
he? He's the guy that runs IWS. There.
Well, if he runs IWS, then he need to open up that damn pocketbook or whatever, and either getting to signing checks or putting the money together for Alex Kane to come in. I will gladly dust your ass in Canada, dog.
You heard it here first.
I mean,
the reason that we asked is because the reason that we had to bring this up and get this out of the way is somehow we've now found ourselves in the middle of this when we got a message from Shane himself saying, I heard you're having Alex Kane on. Whatever he says down tonight, I want a rebuttal on Thursday next week. He's available next week. So he will be joining us. Who knows? We might get this.
What he gonna rebuttal? What he gonna say? What he gonna say? Nothing. He ain't got nothing to say. It's the first time I ain't ever heard of this man. He ain't popping like he think he popping. He ain't a superstar like he think he is.
So I'm just because we're talking this out for people that don't know. Mm-hmm. Shane runs IWS, and of course the Canadian wrestling scene is popping, as you like to say, Alex. You got a love pro wrestling here. We love pro wrestling, obviously. Here we got C4. You got all sorts of fun. The RCW, but Noob, they're doing a lot of good stuff up in Canada. But the independent scene down here in the States is also killing it. You just had a banger match at Action, like you name it. So if you had
the Northeast,
Beyond South, up there, we got Beyond up there.
We will dog walk each and every one of y'all if that's what y'all need. We can have ourselves a little independent, a little indies war if you want to have that.
That'd be cool. You know how they used to do, like the WWE would have the bragging rights, Raw and SmackDown. Mm-hmm. You could do Canada versus US independence.
We're gonna book ourselves the Canada versus US.
Like if you had a tournament, like a tournament of sorts.
I'm telling you do not want this.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
A lot of other places are mad because we have, like, America has so much opportunity in it as far as wrestling goes.
Yeah.
And that ain't our fault. That is not our fault. Y'all need to get a billionaire up in Canada or something that loves wrestling and put some shit together. That's on y'all. Y'all need to make that happen or whatever. But if you think because y'all popping right now or whatever, it's y'all time in the sun that y'all would dog walk us, like that's wild behavior. The American indie scene would be on y'all asses like back pockets. Okay.
All right.
Like back pockets. You can't escape us.
All right, fair.
And I mean, I would ask you who you'd bring with, but I don't think you need anybody. But you do have the Boomaye Fight Club behind you, and that's
which is expanding. It's just getting bigger and bigger. It feels like all the time.
O'Shea. Oh, right now I got O'Shea and I got Mr. Thomas. So I don't really need nobody else.
It's fair.
If anybody else from the States wants to come, like I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah.
But I feel like my crew we wreck shop.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's not even a contest. Not even close.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it's not a contest.
I just want to make sure.
Shane, Mr. Superstar, it ain't gonna be no damn contest. I'm gonna dust him in 5 minutes. But everybody else that wasn't talking that rah bullshit or whatever. Yeah, they definitely stand a chance. Canada's got some talent.
Oh yeah,
but you ain't dog walking us. The fuck.
So next week when Shane Hawk joins us, he's going to have the same sentiment, but only reversed. I think. I don't know if he's going to come on.
I'm sure
he ain't gonna have the same sentiment.
Yeah,
he ain't got bars to spit.
Oh, so we're just going to have dead air? Is that what you're saying?
Anything he gonna say is fantasy.
All right.
I'm about to check out this man's body of work. He better be popping in the ring like he's popping his gums.
I dare to say, you know, if I'm being unbiased,
I'll be sending you a message like he's not him. He is not him. He's talking big him game, but he ain't him.
Unbiased opinions.
We are in the middle.
If we're Switzerland there, he's a talented independent wrestler, just as you are, you know. But again, if the money's not there, Alex Kane ain't doing it. Put that down, put that in the headlines, put that on Fightful. If the money's not there, AK staying home. And I respect that.
You damn right.
Yeah.
That's what I love. That's what I love about you, you know. I get paid and I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, in a couple weeks here.
So are we going to be able to recover for the rest of the show?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah.
We're good.
Oh, we're good.
We just did a journalistic thing. I had to get it out there. I didn't want to leave the elephant in the room. Shane Hawk coming at you sideways. And I thought
we're gonna sweep Shane Hawk under the rug. We're gonna move on. That's where he belongs.
All right.
Well, moving on July 8th, which is rapidly approaching.
16 days.
You will be challenging Hammerstone for the MLW Heavyweight Championship. Pluggo said at the beginning, and I agree with him, if I were a betting man, and I'm not just saying this because you're here, I promise, if I were a betting man, my money would be on you. I think you will be leaving that evening as the new MLW champion. Obviously, I can only imagine how psyched up you are for this match, but kind of let us know how you're feeling headed in, how confident you are. Like, just, you know, this is a big moment. This is a big moment for you, heavyweight championship bout here. You know, I know you're ready for it, but kind of talk to us about how you're feeling, what you're going through here.
I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. I've lost like 25, 30 pounds. Nice. So I'm lean, you know, I'm not as lean as Hammerstone is, but he's lean for other reasons. Yeah. I'm just joking. No.
This is the most controversial episode of Beards ever.
I'm excited, man. I've wrestled Hammerstone before, and that match was a banger. So I know that going into this match is gonna well outdo that, especially being in Philly, which is where I debuted, which is where the Boomerang Fight Club was formed. And like if you've watched any of MLW's product recently, you know that Philly's my city. Yeah. It's my city. Yeah. They're Boomerang is for the people, but Philly really is for Boomerang. That place is going to be rocking. It is going to be crazy. I know they said Fatu and Hammerstone was the biggest title fight to ever happen in MLW, but Alex Kane versus Alex Hammerstone is now the new biggest title fight to happen in MLW, and I will deliver.
Hell yeah. Well, and that, I mean, I have no doubt, and that's a completely biased opinion, my friend. I have no doubt that you're going to pull it off. I was going to say, Boomerang, everything kind of started in Philly. MLW, like we started off with the beef. I wanted to start off here. The last time we had you on, you were I think you were our first guest 2 years ago or so, and you had just gotten drafted by MLW. So you're about that little over 2-year mark now with MLW, or maybe just under. And I have to say, like, how has that changed your career from the day you got drafted? Because they booked you as, if I'm being completely honest, probably one of the best booked wrestlers on the promotion for that span. How has that changed your mindset, or how has that changed like your outside bookings? Like, what's been different in that 2-year span?
It's definitely changed my outside bookings a lot. Things really ran up in 2021 for me. I've gotten so much better as far as just like in-ring stuff, on camera stuff, just like little in between stuff. Like, it is really, they've really made me, like, I want to say, I want humbly a total in the total package route.
You don't
It
have to
has
be humble
been
on this show.
absolutely-
That's this whole Monty Beards. We're not
It is
humble.
it's changed my life in so many ways. Like new friendships, new business relationships. Just like things have been awesome for me as far as MLW is concerned. Like I remember like before I got signed to MLW, like even like one of the little things like being in the ring. Sometimes you see like the Roman cam or whatever. Like before, I would like shy. For some reason, I'd shy away from it. I don't know why or whatever. Because like sometimes you don't know what to do. But like now, I'm like, where is it? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Let's talk a little bit.
Right.
So like gave you like confidence.
Yeah, that confidence.
Big
like
time
I really,
confidence. Yeah.
Like over these 2 years, I've really found like who I am.
Yeah.
I've really figured out who I am in front of the camera and in the ring. So it has done wonders for me.
Oh, and I've seen your career from pretty early on to now, and I could say that you've grown immensely. And like I think other wrestlers we've had them on, or you've seen interviews where they say like that camera time that you get on these TV products is very precious, so make it count. And so you saying like finding that camera and basically like let's make a moment with it. That's so cool to see, man. Like I said, you've been booked like your national championship, Battle Riot winner, #1 spot, longest Battle Riot. Like you just they see it, and I think it's all going to come to fruition here. July 8th against Hammerstone. You guys have faced off before at PCW for the title.
Yeah.
What's changed in that year? Are you
like I said,
ready now because you figured
I'm
them out?
way more ready now. I was not nearly as confident then as I am now. Like I am truly feeling myself. I've truly been feeling myself in the past like year or so.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't be a heel or whatever. I was a heel that time or whatever because Hammerstone's super over at PCW Ultra. But I can go back and watch that match now, and I can just tell how like not unprepared for that match or a match of that magnitude in front of like that kind of crowd, but like I was not nearly as comfortable as when I watch my matches now. Like I think I wrestled that first match. Like I was just excited to be in the ring with Hammerstone or whatever. It was Alex Kane versus I'm in here with, the heavyweight champion. I'm in here with the guy here and at MLW. But like lately I've wrestled Davey Boy. I wrestled Davey Richards. Like I wrestled those matches like, okay, you're in here with me. Like people talk about you, but you in here with me.
Yeah.
This is my house. This is my ring.
And do you think so kind of going through that when you fought him a year ago and you're like you were prepared, you said I wasn't unprepared, but so you think like you're obviously going to learn from that and you're going to be like, well, now I know what it takes to like be in this moment and understand what this moment is and kind of you know what I mean, type of thing.
Yeah. And in a lot of ways, I think that gives you an advantage because he's probably thinking, I've been there, done that. I could beat this guy, but you're a whole nother animal, my friend. I
definitely, from what I've observed from social media, what I've seen on his little promos from week to week or whatever, he ain't stunting me. He ain't stunting me at all. He thinks it's about to be a cakewalk, and it is not going to be that.
Can I ask, what is with people thinking that it's just going to be a cakewalk with you?
Man,
what is that?
Look, like O'Shea always tells me, the bell still got to ring.
Yep.
And when that bell rings and I punch you in the mouth, or I drop you on your head, you're gonna figure out real quick that ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah, the Twitter barbs go away real quick when you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, that'll stop anybody. That'll quiet anybody out.
That seems to be a theme as of late. Everybody's like, Alex Kane ain't shit. And it's like, no, he's pretty good.
Like, have you been watching the show?
People don't be paying attention. They don't pay attention. They be lost in their own little world.
I love it.
What's that been like, by the way, the Boomaye Club? When it started, it was just you, and it's expanded rapidly here. We've got
no. When it started, it was me and Thomas.
But you were the initial. You know what I mean? You were the
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the founder.
You're the founder, so it starts with you. Then you bring in Thomas, and that thing's going well. And now you've expanded, and you've got Myron Reed, and you said Osei Edwards in there. How has that helped? Maybe your preparation heading into this big match with Hammerstone, or just in general, like getting to pick those guys' brains like on a daily basis can't be a bad thing.
I mean, I've been picking O'Shea's brain since before MLW. Thomas, he has helped me immensely with my confidence, and just like sometimes when you put matches together, you don't always stand up for yourself. And he's helped me with that immensely. He's like he always reminds me who I am and how far I've come, and where I'm at and where I'm going. So that really kind of keeps my head on straight.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have kept Myron Reed. That would have really would have helped me, like as far as like strategy wise, like as far as like how every division is, be able to attack every division. But it is what it is. But I am excited to have O'Shea Edwards on now. Can't wait for him to debut. Can't wait to really get things cooking. Can't wait to continue to dominate like we have been. Gonna come from tag titles.
Oh, are you trying to be maybe
woman
like
in here?
Double
Fight Club. I don't know who.
I was gonna. Oh, so you're trying to get all the gold.
Trying to get all the gold.
Well, my next question was going to be: do you foresee the Fight Club expanding even more in the future, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I'm always scouting. Some people impress, other people don't. But like, it's not like I'm just like dumping people in here. Like, oh yeah, you can be in here. You can be in here. You can be in here. Like, no, you got to earn that. Yeah. O'Shea will earn it in Philly. If he has a good showing. And whoever else proves themselves to be worthy of having the jacket and being in the Boomay Fight Club, you can also earn it. You can also be in it. But like I said, Boomay is for the people. Now, like, you can be on the outside of it. You can be the support. You can hold us up. You can, tweet on social media, do all those things, sing the graces, chant Boomay. Like, I'm all for that. But to be in the group, like, you got to show me something.
Yeah. So we're one of those people, because at the end of our shows all the time, we always go boom by hey, we shouting out Alex Kane all the time over here.
Yeah, we do.
It's a merit. It's let's be honest. It's kind of impressive that you're even allowed back on the website after you threatened to beat up Spencer.
Yeah.
But he lets us do whatever we want. So
I mean, again, it comes back to, playing that game, acting like I'm not a problem.
Right. Yeah. See, we stay ready. So when the guys up north come after us, we stay ready. We got Alex Kane ready to go.
You gotta
do that.
You gotta have your backup,
The big guns.
Yes, you got it.
Gotta have him. He yelled at the beginning a little. He got a little heated. He didn't yell. But I mean, I also read somewhere that your favorite interview question is dream match. So I'm sorry.
Is it though?
So I had read somewhere that
what's your source?
Your social media account. Did I misread that?
Can I do you have the tweet somewhere? Like I don't remember tweeting that.
So we wouldn't be doing our due diligence as professionals in this journalistic.
Supposed to have the screenshot.
I know. Yeah, we're supposed to have a screenshot.
I'll find it. I have a tendency to read things wrong. So you don't like dream match questions?
I have to deal with this every week, Alex. Every week.
Because dream match questions aren't bad, but it's like, and it's always the same. It's never going to change.
Yeah, that's fair. So the answer never changes. So So you gotta
To my credit, Alex has been dealing with me for quite some time now. He knows what he's getting into when he.
The dream match for everybody watching this, if you have a podcast, you want to put me on, so you already know the answer to this question. Alex Kane's dream match is Alex Kane versus Shelton Benjamin. That is the dream match. That's the dream match. Even if what would suffice if he knew who I was. If he knew who I was, that would suffice.
We'll tweet at Shelton Benjamin
100%.
tonight.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, we won't do. All right, no, fine. If you don't want us to,
we're not gonna do that.
Now, I know you've probably been asked this follow-up 1,000 times. Was Shelton Benjamin your favorite wrestler when you were growing? Like, what? a few reasons of why, besides the fact that he's truly one of the all-time great in-ring performers ever.
Underrated.
Like does
on
not
top
get
of
the
it.
credit he deserves for how friggin' good he is.
Zach
And
saying
he's been
now
doing
it's
it
his
forever,
favorite.
but you know.
When I kind of stumbled upon Shelton Benjamin is when I started like doing amateur wrestling, and I wasn't nearly as good as he was. Actually, I found out that he only wrestled like 2 years in high school or whatever, or maybe less time than that or whatever. Won the state championship both years, then went on to college to just fucking completely dominate. The man is a freak of nature.
He helped Brock Lesnar look respectable in that ring.
Yeah, man. Like I loved him so much that especially during his gold standard run, my Facebook name was what my shoot name is, the gold standard last name. Everything was the gold standard. Anywhere I could put the gold standard was the gold standard. I would listen to his theme song on repeat every day. I listened to it before I got on the mat. I listened to it before I go in the ring. He is him to me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Love it. I love it.
Well, before I ask my question, I'm going to take care of some people. There's Zach in the house saying that's also
Zach's
now
saying
his
now
dream
that's
match.
his dream match now.
We got our boy Swag,
yes.
Salpito, Beard's greatest gentleman on earth are here. We also want to shout out Affiliates here. Omar's in the house. Ryan Sullivan. Oh, he will know. So
I wish I had more of a beard. All I got is
that's all right. You have these.
Okay.
You're good, man.
No. I'd be seeing the little hairs come in on the side, and I'd be getting excited. But then my wife be like, "That it's not a beard. It's just the hairs on the side. Don't worry about it."
Mrs. Pluggo's telling me that this needs to get trimmed up a little bit. She's on.
I got more than my dad though. My dad's been trying to grow. I shaved my mustache, but my dad's been trying to grow facial hair since he was he was 21.
Just can't do it. Just can't do
it. So let's say you didn't shave from now until July 8th. Would you show up at that title match with a beard, or is it just going to be just patchy and all? You're not doing
it won't be patchy. It'll the most it'll be
right there.
Which ain't much. When I shaved my mustache, my wife didn't recognize me, and I was like, "Bro, I guess we really in this box. So I can shave and people not recognize me."
Fair.
Even her wife. I got lucky with the missus. She knew me before I had the beard, so she knows what this looks like without it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a testament to her that she's with me, because it's not great. It's not, but we don't facial hair shame here. You got some facial hair.
Look, I can see from here and up that it is definitely something. It's definitely something great. Without you got a baby face. I know you do.
Oh yeah.
Me?
I got a baby face.
I mean, people 100%. Do with this information what they will, but if they
without the beard, you must be cute as shit.
That's fair. That's a fair point. It's a fair point, Pluggo.
I appreciate you, but you know what they say: beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And I say this almost weekly on this program. I'm just waiting for her to wake up one morning and go, "What am I doing? It's time to go."
It's not gonna happen.
But people can do with this information what they want. But if you scroll back far enough on my certain social media pages, you will see a baby face Pluggo, and it is something.
I will be going to find that now.
I know you will. It's
hold
something.
It over your head for the rest of your. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's fine. I live my shames, but. I was going to ask before we got on the facial hair regimen and the facial hair and the wives thinking who's cute and whatnot. Now it's been a theme of the show. You and Shelton, are you okay with Shelton dog walking you, or are you going to dog walk Shelton?
Shelton's probably going to dog walk me, dog. And
okay,
I'm completely fine with it.
See, for those that probably thought Alex was a bad guy and not humble, look at that. See,
do you have a particular Shelton Benjamin favorite match?
Bro, I've stumbled upon his Noah stuff.
Oh, I have not seen.
Oh man,
I can't imagine how good it is.
I didn't even know he was in Noah, so that has to be.
Yeah, he was in Noah, dog. I even.
The first time, I didn't go to it, but the first time that I discovered that independent wrestling existed, I just happened to see down the road from my house at this venue, they were running a show and Shelton was on it, but he had just signed back or something. So he didn't actually appear at it, but I saw the flyer and I was like, that's it. Independent wrestling's a thing.
Yeah. Are you?
Not gonna lie, that's and then I went to a show that a buddy of mine ran, and that's when I was like, oh shit, independent wrestling, and that's honestly that's where I found Alex Kane.
Man, I can't even pronounce this man's name.
Uh-oh. That's okay. We could butcher
Nakajima.
Nakajima.
Yeah. Noah 2016.
Okay.
And also him versus Mirafuji.
All right.
Man, I'm thinking someone gonna cook me for that, but I don't even care.
No, it's good. It's good.
Who's stepping up to you trying to come on? Nobody's
they're gonna be like, oh, you don't know this guy's name. Like, okay, them niggas don't know my name either. Like, my name's easy to say.
We met in person last summer, and like you're a big dude. Like I wouldn't be coming up to you and be like, you pronounce that guy's name wrong, Alex. You would just
they're gonna do it behind their computer.
The key.
They're not gonna say it to my face.
Oh,
sure.
But yeah, there was definitely some stuff from those matches that I picked up and I started to implement myself.
I like it.
Very, very brutal stuff.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Like that's why I love wrestling, because you can. I don't know it all, so like I'm gonna sit down later and watch these matches, and you're gonna sit down and Google search my high school yearbook photo.
Yeah. That's what he's gonna do. I just remember
I get to tell the missus Alex Kane's looking up my yearbook. I should just send it to you.
I just remember like the first time.
I will.
When we're obviously still talking about Shelton Benjamin, but like I just remember the first time I saw him just sprint up the ladder in the ladder match,
dude. Like,
and I was like, that is
yeah,
like
crazy.
When he just sprinted right, like it was nothing. Like he was just going up a set of stairs, and I was like, what the?
He's the only wrestler. He's the only wrestler in history that had no problem walking up a ladder.
It was just like he would just like it was nothing. Incredible.
It was nothing, and then he jumped off the ladder. Like normally, you need somebody to hold the ladder or whatever, because you don't want it to like kick back. Because I've seen that happen so many times. He didn't even need that.
No,
he didn't even need that.
No.
He before it's all said and done, homie needs a Money in the Bank Money in the Bank win, and then he also needs to cash in and be world champion. Okay, that has to happen. The way that he can just jump from the floor to the top rope,
to the top rope. Yeah,
I posted a clip not too long ago, and somebody's like, "Now you next." I'm like, "Bro, I'm not. I'm an athlete, but I'm not that much of an athlete." That man is a freak of nature.
No, yeah. I went to Warrior over here in South Bend, and they could let you get in the ring and take a picture. You know how hard it was for me to just get in the ring without steps? That dude's just no problem.
Yep.
What? What?
Like
and I'm like rolling out, like, don't fall and hurt your knee. They're like, sir, be careful. I'm like, I'm fine. I can do this. Have you? I should know this, and I'm a terrible researcher for not knowing this. Have you ever participated in a ladder match?
Come on, dog.
What?
Really?
Are you kidding me?
Really?
Why am I blanking on this? That makes me feel like an idiot.
I won the National Openweight.
Yeah, he won the Openweight
Championship
in a ladder match.
Jesus Christ! Wow. You did, didn't you?
That's wild, Pluggo.
I'm sorry.
We've been homies for a minute.
I know.
That's
I'm not the brightest bulb in the. I knew. Bro. Damn it! I knew it. That's why I said I should know this.
Yes.
First and only ladder match. Hopefully, it's my only ladder match. I don't like.
Well, I was going to say you don't know Nakajima's name, so no.
There we go. Everyone's Pluggo. We'll see you in the office, Pluggo. Now, everyone rightfully.
See, this is how this show goes. I make one mistake, and I knew it. I watched it. I watched it.
Yeah, you watched it.
It reminds me of Meet the Fox.
I watched it. I was, my God.
The second ever National Openweight Champion.
Literally,
you didn't even know.
That was a big it was a big mistake.
Well,
it's all right. No, look at. It's cool.
Huh?
Babyface Pluggo.
The youngest National Openweight Champion.
It sure was. In a ladder match. He won it.
I'll just leave. Guys.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's okay.
You're good.
No, don't leave. We love you. You know.
Yeah, we still love you.
You gotta hold your friends accountable.
Yeah,
that's true.
You don't get better without making mistakes. You know, that's how. That's how we do it.
I had a mental laugh, guys. I'm sorry.
I had to hit retweet right quick. On Fusion's on MLW Fusion's on right now. So when we're done here, y'all can go watch that.
Yes.
100%. Yeah, you got I was gonna I'll ask you about that because we only got about 25 minutes left until Quizplex at the top of the hour. That's gonna be a banger. We got Polo Del Mar Kevin Gill, and our buddy Jack Pride. They're going to be there, and it's going to be a lot of
And then I'm
fun.
gonna rattle off some facts about me winning the battle riot. So let's go.
Okay. Well, I was actually at my shoot job today pulling a 10-foot ladder, and that's no joke. Those things are heavy. Now, my question is, when you're walking up there, is that all? Are you actually like, is it because the ring is, it's moving a little
Yes,
bit?
it's
okay.
Like when I was
full
walking up,
shoot, that's legit. That's not like
Yeah,
I would be
shoot,
scared
it's
shitless. I would not be able to
definitely
mentally do it. I'd be like, I'm gonna fall the
I'm
second I get
like,
up there.
dog, I really hope this doesn't fall over.
Yeah.
I really hope this doesn't fall over.
Yeah.
Like when I went, because you had to get to like tippy top of the ladder to actually like grab the belt. Like really.
Yeah.
So when I pulled it on, I'm like, bro, I really hope this ladder don't tip and I don't fall and this moment is ruined. Ain't nobody got time for this. So yeah,
the last
just
one,
time the ladder scary.
The last one I remember was Hobbs when that ladder broke in AEW,
Yes.
and he's on there, that big giant hoss of a man, and they're holding that thing, and he's just like, "How do I get down from this?" And I was like, "He's not joking. That's got to be the scariest thing."
And his ladder was way taller than mine.
Yeah,
no,
that was definitely like a 20-foot ladder. It felt like.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I've always been a bigger person, so ladders are kind of just always iffy for me. I'm just like, I'm gonna fall over. I'm gonna fall over. Or this is gonna break. This is what's gonna happen. And I, even in a moment like that where I'm like, holy crap, I'm gonna win a title. This is incredible. I would be like, that would just constantly be running through my head. Like, do not fall.
Like,
do not fall.
Like
do not fall.
Something.
Yeah, like someone anybody. Do not fall.
That's an idea. I would love to see that. Somebody figure out a way to get one of them lifts in there and get up there and grab it. That'd be kind of cool. But I'm still sitting here reeling from my brain fart.
It's all right.
The worst. Pluggo's the worst. Everybody.
You're not the worst. You're not the worst. But
I'm sure.
Let me get some facts that I didn't know about about me winning the battle riot. So I was the first winner to go in number one.
Mm-hmm.
Longest time in the battle riot. First black winner.
Mm-hmm.
First black man to ever do it. The most eliminations, and I went and checked. Somebody checked it for me, but I went and double checked it just to make sure. And the youngest winner at the age of
those are all still. Well, I mean, first ever can never be beaten. That's the first ever is always the first ever. But everything else, like longest time, that's still reigning. That's still the records are still intact.
And he won the national championship in a ladder match.
He did.
Yep.
The Openweight.
That I knew.
I only beat the elimination record by one, but still.
Yeah,
that don't matter.
Oh no, we were gonna get to that. That was impressive as well. I like I said, if I'm being honest, since I've started following MLW, one of the strongest booked people in the promotion since day one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
that is like rarefied air.
Yeah, when they drafted you, they had a vision of what they knew you were and what they knew you could be, and they've
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely had their vision. They told me they didn't tell me exactly what it was going to be, but they told me like, yo, look, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing for me is that I just continued to deliver. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing with like a company can want to be behind you, but if you don't do what needs to be done, you're gonna get dropped.
Yeah.
You gotta deliver every time.
Yeah, 100%. And you have. So
has there ever been a moment where maybe like you thought, oh man, I'm not living up to, maybe they're going to pivot, they're going to change pace? Because I mean, it doesn't look like that on screen to just the average Joe watching.
Every time I defended the National Openweight Championship, I thought I was going to lose.
You thought, okay, this is it.
Actually, when
I'm watching that thinking he's going to lose. This is one of those things where it's like he's going to lose this thing only to take that next step, which you clearly have to, and I think you got the people behind you, because I think the Hammerstone thing it's been a long time. Time. It's time for some change.
Definitely time for some change.
Definitely time for some change. I can get behind that.
1,000%.
I just feel like I'm gonna get yelled at.
No, it's fine. Pluggo, you're good.
I got yelled at last week. The show everybody be yelling at me. You hear that? I got Canadian wrestlers coming after me, Alex Kane.
That is true.
We've had Pluggo, dog.
Okay.
Okay. You hear that, Rich King? Say that one more time for Rich King.
Yeah, Rich King. Don't mess with my guy. I'll put you on your dome.
you.
All right, thank you. At
Thank
least
you.
because with the
Maybe you'll get something out of me beating your ass too.
Yeah, there's a certain tag team in Canada that has been on, particularly Pluggo, but interrupts the show, pops in all the time, ragging on Pluggo. It's not nice. It's not nice.
Well, you can have your pick of O'Shea Edwards or Mr. Thomas. We can come on up to Canada and dust y'all off.
That'd be awesome. That'd be
The
awesome.
Rads versus the
Put you on
Boomay
ice.
Fight Club.
Yeah, that'd be good. Rads, yeah. Pluggo,
I would do no such thing, Ryan. So you mentioned it earlier. MLW Fusion's on tonight on Reels, and then you're also on Fight Plus.
No,
now,
MLW
too.
Fusion right now is on YouTube.
What happened to you? I thought you were on YouTube. I thought you were on YouTube.
I
thought you were on YouTube, Reels, and Fight. I thought you were doing all three.
Season 2 ain't out yet. We got stuff to film.
Gotcha.
You got to have a season 2. You got to put together a season 2.
It's true.
That's
It's true. It's true.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm just saying, you guys are taking over the world. You're everywhere now. That has to do with you, right? Like, I mean, let's be honest.
MLW Underground will probably chronicle my entire run as heavyweight champion after I beat Hammerstone, because I was really, from what I heard from a lot of people, I was really the MVP of season 1.
I
started it and I ended it.
I would agree.
And all throughout, I was cooking.
I would like to see, like, it's in the NBA, you know, they got the list of like who voted for who. I'd like to see who didn't vote for you for MVP of season 1. Like, come on, who's in there? Just like
people who be hating for no reason.
Like,
people be hating for no reason.
Yeah,
like Microman's cool, but come on, he's no Alex.
Yeah, Microman's the GOAT in my opinion.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I mean, yeah, but that only goes so far.
Right. That's true. Yeah, but that's not MVP.
When you start cutting fire promos, you know, dropping bars and stuff like that, then we can talk.
If I keep stealing questions from JPJ.
No, you go, man. I'm good. I just like bantering off the conversation.
I like this, like, because you mentioned the promos. You do cut fire promos everywhere you go. And MLW, do they just give you like, just here's what we want you to go for, and just go like, for it? Like there's no limit.
Yeah, there's no limit. No limit. Actually, when I said ho in that promo like live, I was expecting them to cut it or whatever, but they didn't. They loved it.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, look, this is the gist of where we want this to go, so that, you know, the story can continue to be told, so there's continuity there. And then, like, you know, just say it in your own words and have fun with it. That's really, really, really helped me. I couldn't imagine having to read pages of verbiage and having to say pages of verbiage verbatim on TV.
Don't take this the wrong way. I know you could do it, but I don't think it would hit like it does.
It wouldn't.
Currently,
because like
you got something special.
I'm speaking. When I'm out in front of the crowd or out in front of the camera, I'm talking like I would in every, like if I was about to have a fight with somebody and I had to you know say something cool or whatever, you know, to get people hyped up for it or whatever. So like I'm just being myself. I'm just being me. That's what Alex Kane is. I think that's what makes being this persona so easy for me, because I'm just being myself. Like my older brother always used to tell me, because I've always been super talkative. I've always talk shit or whatever. Even when I was a young Alex Kane, 145 pounds, you know, I'd still talk it and I still try to back it up. But he always told me that if you ever catch up to how great you think you are, you'll be unstoppable. And I think that I've caught up to how great I think I am. So now I'm unstoppable.
I love that. That's a great piece of advice from your brother.
What are some cool things to yell before a fight? Because I don't get into many fights, but I start just Boomay and swing. That's it. That's all I need. Okay.
All right.
What's the coolest thing you ever said before a fight? Not Boomay.
Not Boomay before a fight.
Like a shoot fight or it's go time.
I always used to repeat. Used to repeat the thing that Undertaker would say. Like in some of the fights I had when I was younger, I'm about to make you famous, dog.
Oh yeah. I love that.
Or something my mom would always say is don't write a check with your mouth that your ass can't cash.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I used to say
that's one you learned growing up. I felt like my father said that to me too. Like, hey, that's an all-timer.
Writing checks right now.
Yeah, exactly. Don't write a check your ass can't cash, man. Don't do it.
Negative
Don't
in
do
your
it.
bank account right now.
When I used to bounce at a bar back in my younger days, I used to say, "Don't make me go get the other guy. Like he's looking for a fight. Like don't make me go get him. He'll break you in half. I just want you to leave."
We can just have a conversation.
Yeah, let's just have a conversation.
That's my go-to.
But this guy, he gets you.
Yeah. That's what I tell the people. Yeah, I'm just like, look, I'm very chill. I'm very laid back, but like, I'll come after you if I need to. Just don't make me come after you.
I'm on your ass like back pockets because I
that's a good one. You said that earlier.
Adrian Garner said that, and I'm like, that's wild. And then don't be writing checks your ass can't cash.
I love it.
Shout out to my mom.
I love it.
Do you have the ad read, JPJ?
I do. Yeah.
Do we want to do that? And then we'll come back and we'll have some fun for the last 15.
Yeah, we'll do the last 15. Yeah, I can do that.
And then you can ask that question. We got to get that in because I've already gotten yelled at for not remembering.
Remembering a very pivotal moment of our guest's career. Anyway,
I will go back through your entire.
No, you're fine. We're past it. We're past it. We're good. We still love you, buddy.
Ad read.
Ad read. Let's go. All right. I want to talk to you about BetStamp. They are our newest brand partner here at Love Wrestling. And today's podcast is brought to you by the BetStamp app, which is helping thousands of people win at sports betting for free. The same way travelers use Google Flights or Expedia to find the best prices, bettors can now use BetStamp to do the same. When you place a bet, the odds given by a sportsbook will determine how much you can possibly win. Even when betting on the same outcome, different sportsbooks will offer varying payouts, and these differences can be huge. Thankfully, BetStamp allows you to easily line shop for the most profitable odds across all sports books. You can click on any matchup and instantly see all the different odds for game lines, player props, and even future bets. Line shopping is the simplest way to find an edge in sports betting and maximize your chances of winning long term. On average, BetStamp users win an extra $1,000 plus yearly just by this line shopping feature. You can find the BetStamp app on the Apple Store, the Google Play Store, or through your browser at www.betstamp.app. That is www.betstamp.app. To access all these benefits, sign up using promo code that you see on the screen right there, Love Wrestling, and start your journey to successful sports betting today. If you forget to use the code upon sign up, do not worry. You can always enter our code in your BetStamp account settings afterwards. So please go check BetStamp out at www.betstamp.app or in the Apple or Google Play Store. Boom.
Boom.
All right. Boom. We did it.
All right. Like I said, we got about 15 minutes, not 13 minutes or so until Quizplex at the top of the hour with Zach. So we'll have some fun with Alex for another 13 minutes. I can't even count.
Now, who got questions, man?
Who's got questions? If you got them in the chat. I know JPJ's got one.
Well, I was going to say last time you were on, we literally did a draft. We literally did a draft about cereal. Yeah. So I was going to ask, you still on that Cinnamon Toast Crunch apple juice? Or I know you said you've been shedding weight. Weight.
So
what's the diet looking like?
It's
the
still
diet
good.
Looking like these ways?
It's still looking good.
Yeah.
Man, I think I ate pretty clean. I try not to eat too much fast food. Right now, was it Monday? I made shrimp scampi.
Oh, delish.
With some linguine.
Yeah.
Pasta. It's been good. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm Italian. With some like pasta, Irish butter in there, mixed in there.
I like it.
It's pretty good on the macros. It's not as bad as regular butter, but you gotta have butter,
of course.
And then I've never been on any like crazy diet or anything like that because I don't aspire to look like Hammerstone.
That's fair.
I'm an athlete. I come from the athletic world, and I know that coming from that world, like not everybody's super jacked up, super shredded, or anything like that. Like I'm built to go, like not for show.
Yeah, it's fair. Ryan, our buddy Ryan in the chat, ragging on Pluggo. He goes, question I know Pluggo has. Alex, have you done a ladder match?
I'm not paying attention. It's okay. Yes, I've been in a ladder match. One, my first ever.
No.
And
the most important one.
Literally.
Literally, probably the other ladder matches because ladder matches suck.
Oh God.
If they changed the light to a ladder match, you're saying now I'm out because it sucks, or you?
No, I'm out.
Are there any other type of matches you've been a part of that you're not a huge fan of? Like actual match types?
Cage matches are weird.
Okay.
Depending on the cage that I was in was like some old like it was a cage. And I was like, I'm not here for this.
One of them indie cages.
One of them indie cages. I'm not here for this. Other than that, I've never been in like any like hardcore matches or anything like that. But the only thing with hardcore matches is, again, if the money ain't right, I'm not doing no damn hardcore match.
That's
like,
fair.
So we're not going to see
because if something go wrong and I get sliced open bad or whatever, you ain't about to pay my medical bills.
And like that's one of those matches where, like, even if you know you're coming out, even if you're like, I'm going to win this match, there's you're going home with some receipts. Like, you're going home with stuff.
And I know
like something's going to happen.
I'm about to pay my medical bills.
How often do you get asked to do one of those? Because those are
I let people know from the jump. If you want me to do anything with a weapon, anything crazy like that or whatever, you're gonna have to have the money to back that up. If you ain't got the money to back that up, I don't need it. I've gotten this far without doing anything outlandishly stupid or anything like that. Actually, I won't say stupid, just outlandishly crazy, because I have much respect for deathmatch wrestlers. Deathmatch guys and girls that do deathmatch wrestling, because there's a whole psychology to it that I can't even wrap my brain around. But like some of the newer stuff, it may not be that great or whatever, but some of the older stuff or whatever is amazing.
That's become me. Like you said, the fascination with it and just the mindset, like it's an art form in itself. And just watching those people go to, I'm just like, how?
My first WrestleMania weekend, the weekend I wrestled Brian Keith, I sat through Planet Death in Florida. At the first match had me really, really intrigued, but as the show went on, I'm like, how do y'all do this? There's so much blood. There's but I kind of learned from somebody who will not be named, that like for some people it's like a release, some people it's a kink. It's weird. I mean, not weird. I don't kink shame.
Yeah.
No, we don't kink shame.
But it's an adrenaline rush. You're chasing that rush of adrenaline.
It just is like I was watching No Holds Barred the other night. Just Shaza McKenzie was on. She'll be wrestling for us here next month. And she took a bunch of skewers and they just smashed them into her forehead and they stuck. And I was like, why would anybody want to do that? But I couldn't look away, which then brings me to my follow-up for you. If you ever decided the money was right, everything fell into place, you're showing up, you're doing a death match. Every great deathmatch wrestler has a weapon of choice. What would yours be? Used to be, Nick Gage got the pizza cutter. The stapler's a big one for some of these guys. Like, what do you bring into the ring?
Well, I'm coming with the leather belt, dog. You hear that jingle? Everybody done heard that jingle and ran. So I'm coming with that. I ain't even trying to. I mean, I can hit you enough times that you bleed, but like everybody is scared of the belt.
Yeah. Yeah. When you knew the belt was coming, you were like, oh God. I used to fake that I was asleep.
I'd be sitting in my room as a kid and I just hear something jingle. It may not even be the belt, it may have been some keys. I'd be like, ooh, gotta get right.
You're thinking, what did I do? I've just been sick here.
I didn't do anything after school today. I just came right home. What the hell is this about?
Dog, I used to literally one time. I know you probably got some more stuff to get to. I remember one time I got whooped. I was sitting there watching TV with my brothers. Didn't hear the belt, nothing. Dak sneaks in behind. He don't hit me in the back. My man hits me in the chest, and he just keeps fucking going. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? What did I do? What did I do? I can't remember what I did, but
preemptive, probably one of those you did something.
Well, I was just like, no, I'm done with this.
You ever had your parents so mad at you that they don't know why they're mad at you? They're like, we know you did something. I didn't do it. It wasn't me, because of course I grew up in a house with siblings, and it's always like it was them, and they're like, no, it was him, and it's like, well, you're all getting it. What?
No, I got one more, and then we can get to it'll be quick. Me and my brothers, we were in church, and we wanted kept asking my mom for water or whatever, and she was like, "No, we're in church. Oh, we're in church or whatever." So we finally get home or whatever, and she makes us drink a whole bunch of water. Oh, you said you was thirsty, right? You said you was thirsty, right? Drink this water. So we have to drink it till like we're over full or whatever. And then she like, I don't know why she did this, but she would beat our bare ass. Like that was the highest escalation point of getting a whooping. Yeah. She beat your bare ass, and she was going from room to room, she back and forth or whatever. We just had to stand there and take it. It was the worst.
Oh, fair. Fair. It's brutal. Times back in the day.
Well, I go ahead.
No, you go.
No, you go ahead. You go.
No, I have nothing. You go.
Oh, I was just gonna say we started that conversation on the deathmatch show. The show that I went to, I don't know if you stuck around after your match because you wrestled a little earlier tonight. They had a Lego death match, and I can tell you as a father of 4, Legos are the worst. I'd be bringing.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh,
I stepped on one, the smallest Lego possible the other day, and I was like, "What the?" I can't say it on air. You know, I was cursing up a storm. My kids, I was like, "Put these Legos away." I'm sick of looking at them. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, that's what
I'm probably going. I know I've said a few choice words today. Y'all probably gonna have to bleep.
No, we're good.
No, we're good.
No.
Whenever I just don't want to but we can say it.
I always get uneasy in those type of matches when I see like fire for sure. I'm like, nope, I don't want anything to do with.
That's unpredictable.
No way. Like that could, if anything could go wrong, fire can go wrong. All right. Yeah, I see fire and I'm like, ooh, and I see thumbtacks, and I know thumbtacks are common in these type of matches, but to me, as just literally a regular old Joe who I'm never gonna wrestle. The thumbtacks, like at the last AEW show where Matt Jackson, he had his boot was off,
what I was thinking about,
and he went foot first into the tacks. I audibly made a noise on my couch. Audibly, I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I couldn't believe it.
I remember one time I actually like stapled my finger like right here, and I pulled the staple. That was the worst pain ever.
No way. And you can always tell. Like I'll never forget Mick Foley when he had that match with Randy Orton, and Randy Orton goes for the RKO, and he lets him go, and he lands in the tacks. Randy Orton's eyes tell you everything you need to know because they literally went to the back of his. That was the most pain he had ever been in his life. Up until that moment, like he was like, you could tell immediately, and I was like,
I don't understand how people don't go into shock in these matches sometimes.
Couldn't believe it.
That's the fascination for me. Like we were talking fire, you talking fire, JPJ. Like I don't know how much of the product you follow outside of what you're doing, but like that table spot that Cody and Andrade did before he left, and the table like singed onto his arm. Like, how do you not just in that moment just go, I got to take care of this, and you still got a guy beating the crap out of you.
Andrade didn't touch the table at all.
No, Cody took it all.
Cody took the full brunt of that table.
All of it.
And then whatever you call that plastic, wood coating that they put on it, just singe into his back. Like, and then you still got Andrade ready to kick your head off. How do you pivot? You're a wrestler. You're in the moment. It's like, how do you pivot from like if you get an injury?
It's adrenaline.
It's adrenaline. I was gonna say it has to be, right. You're just
next spot up.
You got to go, so you got to go.
Yeah. Man Almighty. Yeah.
That's crazy to me. That's why I watch them and I just go, I don't know how they do it, and I it's nice to see. I think we had TFA on, Taryn from Accounting on. She said the same thing. She's like, I would need.
I like her work.
A pretty penny to get into the deathmatch game. But I'm intrigued. She's at least intrigued by it, but she's like, it would just need to be a number that I couldn't refuse.
Yeah. All right. Well, we only have a couple minutes left. So this is where obviously we want you to let the people know. We've talked about it. You have that big MLW Heavyweight Championship match coming up on July 8th, but let the people know where they can find you on social media, what else you might have coming up.
Instagram, the Suplex Assassin, Twitter, Alex_Kane11, Instagram, I said Instagram, TikTok, Alex_Kane11. Please don't find me on Facebook. I have 1,000 friend requests and it's not making me money.
Yeah.
I've got the biggest match of my life, July 8th, against Alex Hammerstone. Hopefully I can bring home the gold for the people.
No, hopefully about it. It's happening. We're calling it for you.
I feel confident.
You're humble, but we're calling it for you.
Yeah, you got to be humble. I like that, but I'm
humble
I feel
here. I'm
confident
not
about
humble on Twitter.
it. I love
But
it.
we covered it all today, Alex. We covered that guy, your boy Shane Hawk coming after you.
Yeah, whoever that guy is.
Well, we're gonna end it there. But I gotta plug our stuff because we've got literally 45 seconds. We're gonna get out of here. Alex Kane's taking home that gold on July 8th. MLW. Be there, watch it. It's on Fight Plus. You can find us at Between Two Beards on all social medias. The handle is at B2Beards. Just any social media you're on, we are there. I am Pluggo at Pluggo. Just search my name. I always butcher it on these quick nights because we gotta go because Quizplex is gonna kill it. Alex is gonna yell at me as soon as we get off air. JPJ, plug your stuff so we can go home.
You can find me on JPJ Loves Gaming, both on Twitter and over on Twitch. You can find me here every Thursday at 8 o'clock doing Between Two Beards. And you can find me Sundays at 10 a.m. with my man Big Money Drew doing Firmly AEW, where now we'll be talking about Dynamite and Collision. This Sunday we'll be talking Forbidden Door. It's a big week in AEW, but that's where you can find us. But don't go anywhere because Quizplex is starting right now.
For
Alex
Exposure, 10 o'clock Saturday morning. I forgot. Peace, Alex. We love
Alex
you.
Kane, thank you so much. Future MLW, the next MLW heavyweight champion. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Hey there, Pluggo and JPJ. It's Trent's mom, Sue, and I have a bone to pick with you. So, I understand that you guys are being real idiots and spending your entire monthly budget. You've got to be kidding me. This is not the way to be when you're trying to run a business. Your boss, Spencer, is really pissed off at you. I'm pissed off at you. You have some nerve. Get a grip. You have to control yourself. You can't just go out and spend all the money that you're making, you Two Beards guys. Oh no, this is coming out so stupid. Anyway, behave yourselves or I'm going to cut you off from watching AEW. You're no longer going to get to know, be able to meet my son. What? Or me. I'm sorry, this is like, I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for being fans. Watch yourself.